Hey there, this is the Orlando Squadcast. It is your one-stop shop for all the latest news, history, and updates from the City Beautiful.
Hey, checkers.
Ooh. Yeah. This city is so huge, so there's a lot going on.
So tips, secrets, happenings, anything that's new that's happening, you're going to be hearing it here first. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Orlando Squadcast, your one-stop shop for all the things that make Orlando, the culture, the people, the places, the art, and the history, all these things that make Orlando so damn special. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Jonathan. I'm going to be your host today, and I hope you're ready to turn this energy up because I'm about to get juiced. I'm your host. It's so great to see you all out there. We love you. But I'm not here alone because I can't just squeeze this orange on my lonesome. No, the juice takes many hands to squeeze, and two of the best hands that I've ever touched belong to Rob. Rob, how you doing today, man?
Oh my God, that intro. I'm feeling juiced. Like I don't know how else to put it.
Yes.
Like I want to squeeze something.
You just want to squeeze it.
Yeah. Well, we got another person here that loves to squeeze things. Mark Ronmaker.
Squeezy. That's what they called me in high school. Squeezy.
Squeezy. What's up, Squeeze?
What's up, Squeeze?
And then whenever you grew up, they called you Little Squeeze.
No, I was bigger then.
Oh, they called you Big Squeeze?
Yeah.
And then when
Big
you met
Squeeze.
Sarah,
Then she was my little squeeze.
Then she was Little Squeeze.
no, she was the main squeeze.
I'm juiced too. You guys, I'm excited for this episode today. It's fall is in the
Oh,
air.
it's good. It's crisp.
Feeling good. I'm feeling tight.
Yeah, and actually, you know
Halloween's coming up this
we
week.
we got lots of thanks we got to say. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for liking, subscribing. If this is your first time listening or watching us, welcome.
Hi.
You're in for a ride. If you've watched us a lot, good to see you again.
Yeah.
Good to hear you again. Good to feel you again. Good to squeeze you again. Am I right?
Good to squeeze you.
And then go ahead and like, subscribe. Go check our Orlando Squadcast on location out. We go out in the field. Like we're
Here we
FBI
are, Orlando
FBI
Squadcast
agents.
on the field.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous. Why
This
did
is
I
we
say
get
that?
out there with the people. We start making connections,
We do the
and
stuff.
we put something tangible to the things that we talk about. And that was the goal about all of this: is doing a Squadcast on location, is to like really get, if there's something that's of value or something that like you guys want to experience as well. That's why we go out there and we kind of make those experiences.
Go watch our beer spa one right now. That one's good. Or if you've watched it, watch it again because we just watched it. And
The pop
there's
stroke one?
a secret that there's a surprise that Jonathan Spiegel does in the middle of the video for you guys
Oh my
watching.
gosh.
yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Talk
a
about
discount code there too. So if you go watch
HS20.
that,
HS20. I'm
well,
gonna
you
say it
just
right
gave
now.
it away. I was gonna say go see the video.
Sorry.
But now you don't have to.
No, you don't know. It's worth it to see Spiegel's thing. So anyway, we have a good episode today. So let's start off with Spiegel. What you been doing?
So actually, fall time is a wonderful time here in Central Florida, as y'all know.
It is.
My wife, she sings in a country band. Hayfire. They are the 6-time Orlando
Best of Orlando,
Best
right?
of Orlando,
They
6-time
dominate.
Best of Orlando country cover band,
Yeah.
or cover band or something like that. Yeah, but so thank you, Best of Orlando and Orlando Weekly for doing that. But so we went to a show. I went to a show of my wife's today, and I went to a music festival.
Okay.
So this music festival was actually on a national park, and they like kind of divvied up one part of it. But they put tents and vendors and food, and they brought some food trucks, and they had a stage with lights and everything. It was like a little mini film or a little mini music
Like
festival. Fire festival, but with food. We didn't
people.
get like and people.
Yeah.
It
Places.
was freaking awesome. You're like standing there amongst the sycamore trees and the pine trees, and it's just freaking awesome.
What was the name of the festival?
I can't remember the name of the festival, but let me tell you where it was. My wife,
It was called Music Festival.
it was called Music is Good Festival.
That's cool.
It
And
was
that
at a
here?
place. No, it was actually up north towards Jacksonville area.
Okay. Oh wow, you went far.
We did. Over by the Palm Coast. Princess Place Preserve is where it was at.
Oh, very cool.
Princess Place Preserve.
And she crushed it. She
crushed it.
Played some country
It was
covers.
awesome.
How long
yeah.
was the set?
So they played 2 hours straight.
Wow.
Whoa.
So a full show.
A full show, full 2 hours straight. And then the next day, they were the headliners. They have a tribute band to Lady A. It's called American Honey. And they were the headliners the next day. So the next day, she went back out there. I stayed home with the girls that day for
Yeah,
sure.
of course.
You know, but they did awesome.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
2
that's fun.
hours watching mom sing.
Good. That's what Florida's so great. You can have it in the middle of September,
It was in
October.
the woods, in the middle
Yeah,
of
but you can
nowhere.
just be
It was
outside.
awesome.
You can be outside and hang out.
Yeah. You know, I love those kind of festivals. And it's kind of cool.
What are your favorite songs that she covers?
My favorite country songs that she covers. Oh, you're putting me on the spot because you know how much of a fan of country I am. I would have to say,
I think it's more like, do you know any of the songs?
I know. What's that one song? If I can buy my own drinks, I can buy my own bed, and
That sounds terrible.
Did you just have a stroke?
You never let her sub in. You can have her
I
sub
think it's
in
called
for
I
her.
Can Buy My Own Drinks.
Everywhere
It's a
cats
really
are
funny
listening,
one.
they are going crazy right now.
If you know that name of the song,
If you
please.
can
Nobody's
buy
gonna know the
my
name of that
own
song. You just
drink.
had a weird
I can buy my-
episode on the
I can buy my
podcast.
own drinks.
Nobody
I
sounds
can
like that.
comb my own hair.
You can comb your own hair and buy your own popcorn. That's a terrible. That does sound like a country song.
That does
It
sound
does-
like a
I mean,
country
you know,
song.
I'm halfway there.
Probably one of the most popular.
Well,
probably
festivals are cool.
one
Thanks
of
for
the-
singing us a song.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
that's great.
One of my favorite songs that she does sing is going to be some Stevie Nicks.
Oh well, yeah.
She sings some Stevie Nicks, and it's
That's not country.
no, it's not country,
It's
but
it's
it's country. It's
crossover.
It's classic enough where it can be
Yeah.
considered country,
yeah,
depending on the vibe. You know,
totally.
you're not going to play it in front of a bunch of old folks, Mark, but you might play it with some people that are riding some Harleys.
That's right.
Okay.
Know your crowd, know your audience.
Know your
Know your audience.
demographic, and that's
Over
what I
at-
did.
That sounds great.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Mark is ready to move on.
I got my iPad out.
Mark's
ready.
the iPad's
That's the
out.
key.
Once
cue.
he sang a terrible song, I'm like,
I know when Mark is going to segue. He'll be like, okay, so
Yeah, he slaps his hands. He looks at everybody in the eyes.
they're like,
and
oh,
he
Mark's
gets
ready to
serious.
move on.
if
guess
I
we're
wasn't here,
moving on.
Spiegel would still be talking from like 3 episodes ago.
Oh my
Still-
gosh. Okay, here it is. Here it is.
still be
I Can
singing.
Buy My Own Drinks by Runaway June. I can buy my own drinks.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
I can buy my own tab.
Just you know what?
Stop it.
Who sings that song?
Lady
Antebellum.
Runaway June.
Yeah, let's keep it that way. Mark,
No, let's move on to O-Town Throwdown.
O-Town Throwdown.
Gosh.
You gonna sing the soundbite
No.
too?
Stop it. All right, local yokel. You guys ready for this? I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this.
Yes.
We've officially segued,
I'm
Jonathan.
done. I'm sorry. I'm done.
God. All right. Experience Orlando International Airport Terminal C without a plane ticket.
Mm.
We're about to go do this too, you guys. So I'm going to tell you about it. Today's spotlight is all about the newly opened Terminal C at Orlando International Airport. You may be wondering, why an airport terminal? Well, Terminal C is not just any terminal. It offers a unique experience that you can enjoy even if you're not catching a flight. It's awesome. It's awesome. Here's an in-depth review. Ready? Designed by Fentress Architects and HNTB, Terminal C boasts 15 gates, advanced technology, and a variety of shopping and dining options. It offers a seamless and secure experience for travelers. But what's special is their experience MCO Visitor Pass program, which allows non-travelers to explore post-security amenities. Isn't that pretty cool?
That's
Mhm.
awesome.
So you have to go online. I'm going to tell you to do it.
Okay.
Up to 7 days in advance. So like within the week, right? You have to get TSA approvals. So you have to submit all your information,
They
your
gotta
birth
know
date,
ya.
all that stuff.
Yep.
And then you present your digital pass with like carry-ons.
Mhm.
Yeah. You go through security. And then in there, here's some dining options for you. Eola Market, Shake Shack, PGA Tour Grill, Orange County Brewers, Harvest and Grounds, and Sunshine Diner by Chef Art Smith.
Ooh.
You know who Art Smith is? He does Homecoming at
Yep.
Disney Springs.
Yep.
Shopping, Walt Disney World store, Universal Orlando, SeaWorld, and then duty free, which is cool. We can go
Yeah.
in there. They have advanced security measures, including facial recognition technology. It's an excellent spot for plane spotting with floor-to-ceiling windows offering great views.
That's cool.
If you're looking for a unique day out in Orlando, Terminal C at MCO has got you covered.
You
from
know what?
shopping
You
to
know what
dining.
happened? Someone said, you know what? When people say, "Where are we going to eat in Orlando?" They were like, "We want them to say MCO."
We do.
Yeah.
They're like, no one is saying,
So
"Where
it's a
should we
surprise.
eat?"
So here's a
MCO.
surprise. We're going. We're
You know-
the Orlando Squadcast on location. We're gonna go.
Oh yeah,
We're
there's
gonna
going to be a
We're
link.
going.
All right.
We're going.
You can find a link.
Yeah,
if
so
we've already done it.
if we've already
we'll
done
put
it.
it around here.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm excited to try out Terminal C. I've been to Terminal A.
I've been to all the terminals.
I've been to Terminal B.
Yep.
But I've never been to Terminal C as
Yeah.
a visitor.
Me
Yeah.
neither.
You
And
know?
you can just
I-
get a pass.
You can just
Yeah,
go.
that's cool.
But like really, like Orlando, you're like, oh, we can do this, we can do this. Now we can go. Let's meet at the airport.
I know.
And we can. We're gonna jump. We're gonna go from restaurant to restaurant.
Well, it's going to be great for people that like if say your last day of in your last day in Orlando.
Sure.
Right.
And you're like, oh, we don't have a full day, but we want to do stuff.
Yep.
Like, where can we go hang out? Like, where can like maybe I go with my guests that are flying out of town, where we can still like kind of have an experience and have like half a day together,
there.
just to like really savor.
You're already at the airport.
So you're already at the airport, so you can kind of go and do
Yeah, because
something just
if
like
you
that.
fly out at like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you feel like the day's kind of wasted. Right. If
Wasted.
you're like, let's get there at 10, we'll hang out for 2 or 3 hours,
Sure.
have breakfast, have brunch, have lunch, have beer at the brewery.
Yeah.
Then
Have
it
a
feels
drink.
like you actually hung out and be like,
That's
all right,
right.
have a good time.
You can really maximize your time with your guests.
On our next month, we'll talk about our visit there.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
it's gonna
cool.
be fun, but I'm curious. I feel like Jonathan's not excited about it. I feel like you think it's going to be silly.
Listen, driving to the airport is always something I dread.
I'm juiced. Like
I know
I
you're
said
gonna have
before.
fun. You have fun everywhere you
I'll
go. But
have
I feel
fun.
like
I'm gonna have
that's
a great
where
He's
we
juiced.
picked.
He's sweating orange juice right now.
Literally,
He's like,
this used to be a white tea when we started this
I
on
know
our
you
intros,
did, and now it's orange.
and now it's orange.
that's jaundice.
I think it's going to be cool.
It's John.
After you
That's
sing
half
that
my
weird
name,
song.
Rob.
Sorry.
So
I think it's going to be cool.
I
You know
think
what
it's
you
gonna
can
be
do
great.
when you go there?
I may be wrong.
You can buy your own drinks.
You can pay my own tax.
You can buy your own
That's
time.
local Yoko. That's local Yoko.
And he's
And he's
and
done.
We're
That
done.
means we're
And now he's
segueing.
done.
We're
Park
I'm
narc.
done.
Park narc.
Park narc. Start. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na, Park narc.
I'm gonna go with a follow up from one of my air conditioned park narcs earlier. Okay.
We're back to the
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
but
the
it's not an
AC?
AC tip.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
But if you're going to be taking advantage of the AC tips at any point, thank you for listening. By the way, all of our listeners, if you're taking advantage of those AC tips, make sure that you know that the new news is Country Bear Gymboree is getting a refresh.
What?
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Country Bear Gymboree will no longer be the creepy Chuck E. Cheese showbiz show that we know it as.
2 weeks ago. It's
where
so
you can
creepy.
almost look up that poor little girl bear
Yeah.
dress.
Yeah,
It's
it's
terrible.
weird.
And she comes down right from the ceiling. It's just like, come on, man. Come on, Walt.
It needs to be updated.
It needs to be updated. They're updating it. Now, here's the thing, though. I don't know if they're updating the animatronics.
They have to update the
I don't know,
animatronics.
Mark.
They have to.
No,
didn't
they
say.
don't.
I saw them redoing the music, and they're going to be adding in new voiceovers and things like that,
Oh.
and new theming.
Like P. Diddy?
Yeah, P.
Yes.
Diddy's going to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. It's going to
Dr.
be
Dre.
but it's going to be P. Teddy. P. Teddy Diddy.
My kids like that little spot, but
I know.
It's
it
weird.
It needs an up.
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with
facelift kind of
I don't like
update.
it.
Isn't it weird to see things from the past? Like
Yeah.
it's very hard
Yeah.
for me to watch
Well, just-
old movies. Like a movie from the 80s is tough. Like the old Superman movies,
Mhm.
I can't watch them.
Yeah.
Well-
and like even it's the same with shows too that are outdated. I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, just the cultures, everything's just changed.
everything has changed
Yeah,
so
Everything's
much.
changed for the better, you know.
Yeah,
and
for
They're
sure.
just like, it's so stereotypical. He's like, oh, no. I'm like, people don't talk like that.
I know. It's like people
You're
people
making fun of people.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Right in front of me.
and also it's kind of strange, like because it's Disney's at this weird point because they have put out so much media
Yep.
during every single era of film. Disney's been there
Yep.
producing things,
Yep.
right? So
Now they're backtracking a little bit.
they're backtracking a little bit, right? So they took down Splash Mountain,
Yep.
refurbishing
Mhm.
it, making it into Tiana's little bayou kind of
Mhm.
experience thing, which is awesome. Because Songs of the South did not age well.
No.
Yeah, so like but they owned it, they looked past it, that kind of thing. But whenever I saw on my, I'm not going to tell where I get my Park Narc news.
I thought you just were. I thought they called you.
They did.
Yeah.
Don't they call you?
Yeah.
They're like, this is what we're releasing
it's
right
like-
now.
Yeah, I got Bob and Bill on
Yeah. What did they tell you
speed out.
when
I was
they
super
told you?
scared. I was super scared that they were going to be closing it down because the Country
Oh.
Bears is just kind of like, well, that's kind of not necessarily tasteful.
Yeah.
Current.
Uncle Al's just like, hey, guys.
No, it's
you know,
ridiculous.
Like, oh my gosh, dude. So they need to update it, but I'm glad they're not getting rid of it. So
Yeah.
it's one of those things where they're kind of like owning it, and they're like, all right, cool, let's make it,
Let's redo it.
Let's redo it a little
I don't
bit.
think I've seen it in a long.
You should go see it before it-
time.
you should go see
before
it
they
before.
change it.
Yeah.
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 I'll just look it up on YouTube.
You got kind of like that.
You were at the
moose.
Magic Kingdom last week.
I'll look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's plenty on YouTube.
I'll save the sweat.
There's lots on YouTube.
Yeah,
Well,
no.
one of the bear's eyes is just kind of like,
Oh man.
Half-
half
going like that.
open, like
Half
just
open.
kind of.
but it's going to be a great refurbishment. So that's kind of the follow up to
Good
my
for
AC.
them.
So good for them.
Good for them.
Good.
Good for them.
And good for the Country Bears.
Good for them. Progress.
Progress. Progress.
Our segues are getting smooth.
We're doing it, guys. All right, chicken finger fanatics, listen up for some clucking good news.
I didn't know. You've never talked about food before. I'm pretty pumped up.
Here we go, folks.
Cluck you, dude. Let's go.
Raising Cane's is making its mark in the Orlando market. The popular Baton Rouge-based franchise must have drove through Central Florida during a weekend just to see how long the lines at Chick-fil-A were, and they said, "We want to get a piece of that. We want to take a dip into those lines."
Yep.
So mark your calendars, November 7th. That's when the first of 3 Raising Cane's locations will open its doors at 7105 Palm Parkway. And guess what? The restaurant is part of Unicorp Development's massive multi-million-dollar O-Town West project. So that's what's happening. But the chicken finger goodness doesn't stop there. In December, a second location will launch at 12040 Pioneers Way in Lake Nona. Doing it up.
Nona.
Followed by
free.
a third spot opening on 192 somewhere. So that's happening this winter. So 3 spots, and there's going to be more that are coming.
Oh my gosh.
In an official statement, Raising Cane's said they are excited about making the move to Central Florida. We also know that not everyone is thrilled about the prospect of another chain restaurant. To those individuals, we say, go cluck yourself.
No. Was that a true statement from them? I
No,
feel like
I
it
made
was.
that up.
Oh, the CEO said it.
I made that up. That was for
Have
me.
you had
That
Raising
was
Cane's?
great.
Who's
That
had
was
Raising
good.
Cane's?
I've had Raising Cane's. I
I
had it
have
in
not
Indiana.
had
Oh,
Raising
it's
Cane's.
awesome.
Is
Yeah.
it good?
Yeah.
It's very, very
There's
good.
the sauce is really good. Now I will say, this was like 12 years ago when I was on tour, so I don't know if it's done the same. If it's
No,
like
it's the exact
carryover.
same recipe. Yeah.
But I'm curious because Raising Cane's I know there's going to be a lot of people that are excited about it from
Yeah.
the South, from like Alabama and all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's a
But
popular chain in the South.
Huey Magoo's is pretty good.
Well, there's
And
a lot.
PDQ's pretty good.
PDQ's good.
So we got
So-
Zaxby's. We got Huey
Zaxby's
Magoo's.
feels a little dirty.
Zaxby's feels a little
Yeah.
dirty.
So I don't want to hate on Zaxby's, okay?
I don't either,
And,
but
and you know, and they've sponsored one of our episodes, so we really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Zaxby's, for our episode number 13 that you sponsored.
This one actually.
But like last, so me and my brother-in-law went to Zaxby's. I was like, "Yo, dude, let's go to Zaxby's. Like, let's
well,
go."
it's just a fun word to
It's
say.
just a fun word to say, so we were
Sure.
really excited. And we got up there and we were ordering, and we were like, "Hey, can we get a iced tea?" And she was like, "We don't have iced tea." We're like, "All right, that's great. Can we get a root beer?" "We don't have root beer." "Okay, that's great. We have a Coca-Cola?" "No, we do not have Coca-Cola."
Have any liquid in the whole store?
What do you have? "We have lemonade and water." Lemonade and water. That's it.
They don't have sodas.
No sodas. No
They
carbonation.
do. They just didn't have it that day.
They just
Yeah.
didn't have it that day or something, you know. And
that's
then
what
so
that's what Zaxby's feels like to me.
they're
I'm like,
always out of something.
I feel like you
Listen,
guys
that's
do
just
better.
I'm sorry, but that's chain restaurants in general.
Yep.
If it's not like a national
Yeah.
actual store, like if you go to any like franchise of McDonald's or Burger King
Oh.
after like 8 p.m., you can't get half the menu.
My,
And
My
you know
kids
what?
like Happy
That's
Meals.
it needs work.
Yeah.
It needs work.
It needs work.
Cue the sound
Zaxby's.
bites.
Zaxby's.
Chain burger
These
places,
chain restaurants,
chicken places.
they
My
need a
kids,
full
my
menu.
kids like Happy Meals, which most kids do, right?
Yeah.
And there's every time I have 5 kids, so
Mhm.
4 that eat. And we always order these Happy Meals, and like there's one fry missing, the other one there's no toy, and they get
Mhm.
Yep.
so upset. And then
Sure.
I'm fired up. I'm like, we're never going there again.
I know.
And the next day they're like, "Will you have Meals?" I'm like, they're so disappointing.
They are disappointing.
It's so
Yep.
disappointing. But going back to Raising Cane's.
Raising
Back
Cane's.
to Raising Cane's.
Back to Raising Cane's. So they're also going to be open on Sundays, which is going to
Oh,
be right
that's
off the
right.
get-go competing
We
with.
like Huey. I like Huey Magoo's a lot. Have you had Huey Magoo's?
I have had Huey
Yeah,
Magoo's.
it's
I
good.
do
Yeah,
like
we've had it
Huey
together.
Magoo's.
We have had it together.
Yeah,
Let's
you and
go
I have
after
had
the-
it together too.
Yeah, separate.
I think we've
Separate
had it all
occasions.
together.
That's
maybe.
too much power. If we
Yeah,
all went
whenever
to-
all of us are Huey McGowan, it's too much.
Well, all right. So those are, and then Chick-fil-A obviously is a chicken place.
Yeah.
But
I think
are there any
we
other
need
ones?
more options because again, Zaxby's is off my list. It's weird.
Yeah, I got to write it off.
Yeah, so we're gonna replace Zaxby's with Raising Cane's in my heart.
Let's do it. I'm in.
Okay, yeah,
How is the
We
the
should-
chicken? Like at the chicken?
it's good.
Is
It's
it
good.
chicken
You know
is
what we
good.
should do when they open? We should do a podcast where we eat Raising Cane's.
Oh, I would do
Do
that.
it in real time.
I would do that.
All right.
I would do that.
We have 3 options because they're
We
opening
have
3
three
locations.
options because
We'll each go to
the
the
locations.
and we'll report back.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
We'll each go to our own.
I don't think
Okay.
we'll really do that.
All right.
but-
So you say their sauces are what make them.
yeah, they're good sauces.
Yeah.
But again, all these chicken places have
What-
Huey Magoo's has great sauces.
What has
PDQ.
been your favorite sauce that you've ever had? Favorite sauce that you've ever had at any restaurant? Could be any. I'll tell you. I'll start. I have one that.
I know one. Go ahead.
All right. I'm gonna say at Red Robin,
Mm.
their freaking campfire sauce
Oh yeah,
is.
it is good.
is
That one
really
closed in Winter
good.
Garden.
I saw that.
That's weird.
Well, it was a random location.
I know, but still, like when a chain closes, you're like, "What'd you guys do to that?"
It was all. I went in there and I would work all the time. It was never busy. Ever.
Nobody went. It was
Nobody
like a
went.
little strip.
They were
mall.
like, "Oh, somebody's here." Every time I walked
"Would you like
in.
some campfire sauce?"
It's Mr. Campfire Sauce.
There he is. He's back. He's back.
Is that Tony Romo?
I do get that a lot.
That's Tony Romo coming to a Red Robin all the time.
Be like, they'll be like, what are the initials? I'll be like, TR.
True. I loved the old. So when I was growing up in high school, we go to Applebee's all the time, which you love Applebee's. I know you do.
I love
their honey
Applebee's.
mustard was the best. I don't know what flavor it was. I don't know what it was. Their honey mustard from like in the like late 90s, early 2000s was the best honey mustard I've ever had, and I can't find it again. I've gone back, and I'm always like, this
not the same.
You
Different
guys
recipe.
switched it.
Yeah, they did switch
And
it.
then I'm like, I'm not coming back here again for 6 years.
They switched a lot of stuff at Applebee's. I remember whenever people could smoke inside in the bar section.
Oh,
You remember that?
yeah, that was weird.
I was a waiter in that section.
Oh, ugh.
Yeah.
It's
But
so
they
normal
tip
back
so
then.
well.
Yeah,
The
they do.
smokers.
Yeah, the smokers do.
Yeah,
They
'Cause
really
they're
did.
buzzing. They're buzzing.
You know,
Hey, guy, give me another one of these. Come here, cutie.
I only got hit on by
What's
old
your
men.
favorite sauce?
My favorite sauce would have to be, there's a particular kind of sauce back home in Illinois. It's called Sully sauce. It was at a restaurant called Chef Tippy's in Sullivan, Illinois.
He's just saying words.
I'm just making up words, but it was really, really great
You
sauce.
said-
It was a mix.
What's it called?
Tippies?
Sully sauce.
Sully
sauce
sauce.
at
Sully
Tippy's.
sauce. Yep, at Tippy's. Look it up. Chef Tippy on Instagram.
She's gonna be our
It's
next
actually my
guest.
same brother-in-law that I went to Zaxby's with.
He's make-
It's his former restaurant. No, it's real. I promise. I just live a very colorful life. And he made his own sauce. I wasn't gonna be like, oh, it's my same brother-in-law.
Oh,
again.
so he could recreate for us?
he can literally recreate it.
Mm.
You want me to have him make some Sully sauce?
Yes.
Bring it in.
Yeah, because
What
I can't
kind
get
is-
my sauce anymore.
Is
My
it
favorite sauce is
mayonnaise
dead.
based? Is it?
It's ranch based. It's
Ranch
like
based.
a sexual ranch.
What?
It's
Keep talking.
Makes you feel real saucy.
I can't wait.
Yeah, real thick, real good. Put it on anything.
So that's good progress. I don't know. I mean, chains aren't great, but
But I'm down for raising canes.
those chains that are like regional chains, I don't mind as much.
Yeah.
I don't need another like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. Zaxby's.
Now hold on a second.
Zaxby's.
Before we end this, what do you guys think about In-N-Out Burger? Do you think we should ever get one down here?
Yes. I love In-N-Out
You-
Burger.
I feel like we talked about this when we went to California. When you and
Yeah.
I went to California,
You
were
had
like,
one, right?
We got to go to In-N-Out. We
Yeah.
got to go to In-N-Out. Yeah,
Yeah.
we went to
Animal
In-N-Out.
style.
But I think the reason why it's so popular is because it's you can't get it everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
What if there was like only McDonald's
All
in
right.
Orlando, right?
I'm gonna squirrel a little bit. What's your best burger? Because there are tons of burger options now. So like, what is your favorite
like
place to get a
fast food burger?
Any burger, gourmet burger, fast food burger. I could tell you where mine is now.
Where?
I think Shake Shack burgers are the best I've
They're
had.
so good.
Shake Shack
I mean,
burgers.
I had those back in the city, man.
The way the bun melts, like it just, and the ratio of
Can I tell you
meat
a
to-
side story about me and Shake Shack?
Yeah.
When I was in New York, between acting gigs, I had to hustle, right? So I worked for the New York Mets, and I shot T-shirts out of the cannons.
That
I've
sounds
told you
like
that story, haven't I?
Was
Before
this before or after working at Senior Frogs?
the way before. This is my entry level.
This
But I
is-
would stand on the field. I mean, I remember saying next.
They
to
said that at Senior Frogs. He went in there and they're like, you need to at least shoot shirts out of the cannon
did.
for
He's
2
like, "Oh, we'll
years
check
before
that
you
off
can do
the list."
Senior
Yes,
Frogs.
but I remember standing next. It was what year was it? 2010. I remember standing on the field with my cannon.
Yeah.
Next to Derek Jeter.
Shut up.
Yeah, because he was there playing the Yankees,
You shoot him.
and I tried to be like act cool.
Yeah.
I was like, good game.
You're like, I don't even know why they
But
gave me
anyway,
this thing.
we got paid like $20 for the game. It was ridiculous what we
Yeah.
got paid. But I was like, if I'm gonna work, I might as well go to the Mets game.
Yeah,
that's
So
awesome.
I went out to City Field. I worked. Well, you always got I think we got paid $100 a game. It wasn't much, but you got a free meal voucher, and you could pick anything in the whole place. Well, they had Shake Shack at City Field. So, but the line was always like 40 minutes.
Mhm.
So I would wait until the ninth inning. Because you could take an inning off whenever you wanted to. Be like, I'm my breaks in the third inning. I'm gonna eat chicken fingers or whatever.
Yeah.
But I would wait until the ninth inning, and I would go get Shake Shack, and the line was always dead. And I would get like, it was like a $15 voucher, and I'd spend it all. I'd usually spend a little extra to get a shake too.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But every night, I had, like, I mean, I worked every home game. I
Yeah.
was like not small.
Yeah, for sure.
Their burgers are incredible.
They're so good.
They're incredible.
They're so
It's a
good.
different kind of eating experience.
Yeah.
Mine would have to be, I just recently, we do a Dairy Queen tradition now on
Oh.
Fridays.
Mhm.
And I had the double flame broiled extreme ranch burger, and it had like hot bacon and
Ooh.
ranch, and it had onion rings on there and pickles, and like it was
some
a
Tums
double,
on top.
a little bit of
You're
Tums.
talking dirty to me.
Oh, bro, and I was just literally just sitting there taking shots of Pepto, just going cray cray. But it was so
It was good.
freaking
Just
yeah.
the
That
DQ.
sounds good.
DQ, man.
I'd probably say BurgerFi. BurgerFi is
BurgerFi?
really good.
Ooh, BurgerFi. Yeah.
BurgerFi
BurgerFi
is good. There's that one in
BurgerFi's
Winter
good.
Garden that's
Yep.
right across from the can. And that was a good burger
It's good.
experience.
It's good.
too.
Fast food though, Steak and Shake's pretty good. I don't go there a lot, but Steak and Shake is a pretty good burger.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're naming chains. We're like not even going.
I know we're
Orlando
like
local.
McDonald's.
You can clearly tell we're
Wendy's,
hungry.
Burger. I know, like it's turned into our lunch episode.
Oh, man.
Anyway, we're gonna go get some lunch. Thanks for listening.
Thanks for
Yeah,
listening.
thanks.